Hello, a really quick overview of how you're going to log into Zoom to support your student on the first day, your students. Okay. First, you're going to get your device and you're going to sign into Zoom. You're going to log into Zoom. And you can do that with your school Gmail account. So if you have an iPad and you don't have the Zoom app, it's really easy to download. You go through the app on your device called ICCSD Self-Service Center. That's how the district wants you to download all of your apps, not using your iTunes account. So all of the iPads have that ICCSD self-service app, and then you just follow the directions on there to get the Zoom app. Once you have the Zoom app, you sign in with Google with your school Gmail account like I just did. Same username and password basically that you use to get on the computers. And then open Zoom meetings, whatever. That just means I'm logged in. But I want to log into my student's class to support him on Tuesday. So on his Canvas page, which is what I've been told to use to find his Zoom link, and I've been added as an observer. So if I log into Canvas, I'm able to find my student's Canvas and log in as an observer, but you will all be given a Zoom link somehow. You might have like a long strung out Zoom link, or you might have one embedded into text like this. So here's my student's link to his learning support Zoom that I am supporting. So I click the link and then I click open Zoom meetings. Okay, I'm in the Zoom meeting. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mute myself because the presenter didn't have the settings where it automatically muted me. Not everybody does. So just like as a courtesy to other people, if you could mute yourself when you enter a classroom Zoom, that would be really cool because then you can kind of figure out what's going on and make sure that like your background noise isn't disrupting what's going on in the class, just in case. But I can unmute myself now. That's fine. I will see actually the other people on my screen. This is my picture that defaults because I can't use my Zoom camera and the screencast recorder at the same time. So this is usually it would be a camera showing other people. Anyway, security, I would say I'm just going to go through all these real quick. Security, that's actually something that you should do in your settings that we can help you with later. But joining another Zoom, you don't need to be too concerned about security. Participants, that you can see a list of participants. If you're not the host, you don't have a whole bunch of power to do much with this, but you can, I believe, invite other people still to the Zoom. So you click invite and then you type in, you can tell I've invited Justin Ronan to a lot of Zooms and Missy. So you can invite them through your email. And you just type their email in there and you can invite them to the Zoom. Oh, I lost my screen. Okay, so other things you can do, if the teacher puts you in a breakout room, which a breakout room is just an extension of the class you're already in. It's just like small groups within that Zoom. So a blue box will come up saying join breakout room. You're going to click yes, and then you'll find yourself in like a smaller Zoom room, part of this big one, with other smaller groups of students so that you can better support them. So it's possible that the teacher could make you a co-host so you can share your screen with those students. Sharing your screen is going to be a huge benefit. So if I want to show my students something going on, like maybe I want to show them a slideshow or a document, and I want to read them something, or if I want to play them a YouTube video about precipitation. Actually, what I want to do is I'm going to hit share screen, and I want to click this optimize screen sharing and computer sound so that they hear my sound too. I want a video about precipitation because I really want my student to, like, you know, have some visual representation of this concept. So I can show them this video that I've chosen about precipitation. Just by sharing my screen. I really think this is a quick way to help modify some content. Like if kids really not grasping something, you know, and you're in a breakout room with them, or if you finish early, you know, and the kid's getting antsy, show them a YouTube video related to the content. I really think that's going to be an easy way to supplement what the teacher's doing. And, you know, there are some websites that you can save where you know they're going to be decent videos. Like nasa.gov I clicked on because I knew that that would be like a safe website to show a kid a video of. But you can think about it ahead of time. A lot of times teachers will give you video suggestions too. So no, I don't recommend just going and randomly Googling a video, but I think you should have some ideas ahead of time of what you might want to show your student. Screen share also has the whiteboard function. So if I click the whiteboard and I click share, anytime I share my screen, I have this annotate function too. So I can type whatever I want on this whiteboard. Maybe we're working on certain vocabulary words and I want them to come up with a definition, a sentence, and I don't really have a Google Doc started or anything like that yet, but we're just practicing. Whiteboards are good for just practice because you're not going to save this. And if I want to circle something, I'm actually going to go back to like the NASA screen. So if I share our NASA screen again, I can hover over this share feature, go to annotate, and I can choose the thickness of the marker or whatever, but I can circle different features on here. So I want to circle this patch of bad weather here to show the student something. So I can just draw their attention to things. I can clear that. There's you can put shapes. I'm trying to think of when I've used that before. Maybe I've tried to draw a student's attention to something. And you can clear those. You can add text to something. So you could say severe weather or something like that. Labeling things. And then stop share brings you back to the regular Zoom screen. The record function is really important because if you're doing something that you think might be beneficial for another student to see, if you click that record, it'll start recording. And you just record as long as you want to, or if the teacher's saying something in the Zoom and you're not sure if the teacher's recording their Zoom, but you want a recording of it so you can listen to it again, maybe it's like content you're not quite familiar with, or you just want to have a copy for the student or something like that, then just hit the record button and then you can decide later whether you want to save it or not. And then you click end the recording when you're done. And nothing will happen right away, so sometimes I panic, but don't panic. What it'll do is after you exit the Zoom, it will save it as an MP4 file onto your device. Let's see what else. Oh, these reactions are really good because if you want to praise a student or you want to acknowledge something somebody said, but you don't want to disrupt, then you can give them a thumbs up, or you can maybe you've joined a Zoom on mute, but Johnny just really missed you over these 6 months and he wants to say hi, then you absolutely can just give him a little wave instead of, disrupt the teacher. So those reaction features are kind of cool for that because it takes place of paraverbals that we don't always get, through a computer versus in person. Living in 2020, I guess. This more feature, there are closed captions if you need those. And breakout rooms I have because I have the upgraded version of Zoom. So I can assign breakout rooms. That is a really quick overview of the features of Zoom. But I think it's important that if you haven't done Zoom much, try it over Labor Day weekend and try messing around with some of these features with a friend. Try setting up your own. Oh, sorry, I just got prompted. Try setting up your own Zooms because all of that takes practice. And if you're hosting a Zoom, it's a whole different ballpark than if you're joining a Zoom. So those are my tips. And we are all here for you. We're in this together. If you have any questions, let us know and we'll help you.